the golden hair of the beautiful warrior Thyra hides a mind as sharp as a battle axe. Her body, sculpted by brutal combat, is a seductive weapon. Every curve, every tensed muscle, tells the story of men who underestimated her beauty and paid with their lives. Thyra learned early on that men's desire is a weakness to be exploited, and she does so with the precision of a huntress. Thyra was born on a night when the wolves howled so loud it seemed they were announcing the arrival of something too wild for the world of men. Her father, Bjorn Ironhand, was a respected jarl who commanded warriors as easily as he wielded his battle axe. Her mother Hilda, the wide-eyed Vova, read fates in runes and in the steaming entrails of sacrificed enemies. From this unlikely union of iron and magic, Thyra was born. The frozen lands of northern Scandinavia do not forgive weakness. Winter there is a predator that devours children, the old, and anyone foolish enough to underestimate its cutting cold. Thyra grew up knowing that survival was not a right, but a daily conquest torn from the world with teeth and claws. By the age of 5, she already knew how to hunt rabbits. At 8, she killed her first wolf with a makeshift spear. At 12, when her father fell in a treacherous ambush by a rival clan, it was she who claimed his still warm, blood-stained sword. Her mother never treated her like a child. She taught her that the female body was not a weakness, but a weapon. That seduction and violence were twin sisters, born from the same hunger for power. That men could be disarmed before even drawing their swords, if you knew where to touch, how to look, when to smile. Thyra absorbed every lesson like dry earth drinks the rain. She didn't just want to survive in the brutal world of men. She wanted to rule it, and she learned early on that to do so, she would have to be stronger, smarter, and infinitely more dangerous than any warrior who crossed her path. When the beautiful Thyra reached adulthood, her body had become a masterpiece, forged in battle and tempered in blood. But it was in her eyes that her true danger resided. Blue as the ice of the fjords, that gaze could freeze a man's courage or ignite his desire. An intense look that could disarm warriors before their hands ever touched steel. Every muscle of her body told a story. Her sculpted arms that wielded swords, and the scars that mapped victories torn from the edge of a blade. Her rigid abdomen was the result of years spent rolling in the snow with opponents who underestimated her strength. The beautiful Thyra did not hide her body. She displayed it as a wolf bares its sharp fangs, both a warning and an invitation. She learned early that seasoned warriors let down their guard before her beauty. A strategic smile, a calculated sway of her hips, the deliberate exposure of sun-bronzed northern skin, and men who had survived dozens of battles became lambs ready for slaughter. At 20 years old, the beautiful Thyra already commanded her own band of raiders. She hadn't inherited that position. She took it with her own hands, challenging the former leader in a duel that ended with the snow-stained red. Her followers did not follow her out of blind loyalty, but from a poisonous mix of fear, admiration, and an insatiable desire. It was said her bed was a different kind of battlefield, one where men and women entered willingly and left forever marked, bearing invisible scars of pleasure so intense it bordered on pain, or pain so exquisite it blurred into ecstasy. She did not pray to the gods for favors or protection. Thyra demanded they watch as she carved her own destiny. She did not believe in a fate woven by the Norns. She believed in will, in strength, in taking what was hers by right of conquest. The beautiful warrior Thyra was born to rule, to seduce, and to destroy anyone foolish enough to stand in her way. And the gods, wise in their eternity, watched with interest that mortal who refused to bow, even before the inevitable.